I saw it on TikTok and I thought it was so cute, and I got it like a year ago, and I've read like, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've read 16 of the books it has on there, and I'm just gonna show you some of my favorites today. Now, I'm not claiming to be like a literature queen or anything. Like, I know like some of this stuff like kind of goes over my head, but like I really do try to like understand, and I like analyze and stuff, which is like kind of one of my favorite parts of like reading the classics, is that they are like harder to read, but you feel so much more fulfilled after you read them. Which, like, you know, don't get me wrong, I still love reading like fun books, like romance and stuff, but it's also nice to read some of these books as well. So I'm just gonna show you some of my favorites. Now here, Of Mice and Men. This might be like a hot take, but oh my god, I loved Of Mice and Men. Literally jaw-dropping. And ignore like how like patched and like ripped and like ghetto it looks, but like it's like ripped in the back. But I just gotten the poster, and my sister was like, none of my sisters really read, so I was just like, she just gave me some of her old books, and I saw Of Mice and Men. I was like, oh, I recognize that from the poster. Like, of course I've heard of it, but I've never read it, and I'm sure there's some movie about it. I haven't seen any movies or anything. And it was like all beat up. She got it because she needed to read it for school, so it got like beat up in her backpack. But I read this in like 2 hours, and oh my god, I loved it so much. I literally sobbed at the end, like literally sobbed my like eyeballs out for the rest of the day. I just loved how it was told, like the story of it, like just kind of how simple it was, but so like I don't know the word. I don't know the word for it. So simple, but like so monumental at the same time. You know what I mean? The characters were so great. It's just like loved it. Which is funny because I was talking to some of my friends about it, and they're like, oh, I didn't like it. So I guess it's not like not everyone loves it, but me personally, I loved it. Which I never had to read this for a class because I just had like I read like other books for other classes, but she had taken a different class than me, so I never had to read this. But so that's, I wouldn't say it was my number one, but it's definitely up there. The next one is Pride and Prejudice. Come on, I feel like this is such like a girl book. Like, like Jane Austen is so real for this book. Like, I feel like, you know, no hate to like the male audience, but I feel like, okay, maybe I shouldn't, like, maybe this is like just me taking this opinion, but I feel like you have to be like a woman to like love this book. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a girl's book. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just a girl book, and I love it. I had to read this for my class, and at first I did not like it, but girl, come on, Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy, come on, girl. I literally ate it up. Like, I won't lie, I ate it up. I love this book. Just like Jane Austen was so monumental for her time, and like just like the beautiful love story, like which wasn't really like shown back then, but she really pulled through. Like, she really did that. And which is just like kind of a side rant, but I was really talking to my friends about this, that she published them anonymously, but it's like that they really, like, women didn't really write these kind of books back then, so she published them anonymously. And like, I was like talking to my friends about this. I was like, if you've never read this book, it's about like a family that has all daughters, and basically the mom is just trying to like marry off all her daughters and like rich men so they like be rich, but like but one of the daughters' name is Jane, and she's like the most beautiful one out of them, which like Jane Austen, like she's so real for the, like she really is. I know if I wrote a book, I would make the girl that shares my name like the most beautiful one, the most talented. She's not the main character, but I was like talking to my friends about that. I was like, she was so real for that. And the movie is so good too. Like, as I said with my cement, it's not my favorite, but I think at the end of the video, I'll rank them all in order about how much I liked them. Okay. The next book is The Picture of Dorian Gray. You can see the camera. Let's see if you can see the poster. There it is. There's the poster. At the top under books. You can't read any of it, but there's the poster. First of all, if you ever want to read the classics and like you don't want to spend that much money on it, sorry, I'm like itching my back, get the Dover thrift editions. I got this one, let me see. I got this one for $5 on Amazon. And they sell like a bunch of the classics. I think I also, my edition of, I think, no, okay, never mind, I'm lying, but Picture of Dorian Gray. I had read this book before, and then I went to my AP Lit class, and I had to read this book again, and just like rereading it. Like, I never reread books, which is probably like a really bad habit, but I never do. And just like rereading this book made me like realize, I'm like, oh my god, this book is like amazing. I love this book. I just think like it's so like different from what I usually read. Like, it's by Oscar Wilde, and like it's so like like melodramatic, but like good, you know what I mean? And come on, girl, the symbolism, the flowers, come on, Lord Henry, come on, girl, hey, come on. I just loved like I've never seen like character development like I've seen in this book. Like, even like it's bad development, but it's still development. Like, I've never seen it like I have in this book before. And I think that's probably Dorian Gray. It's like, I love it. And it's just like, with this one, it's like the symbols are like I don't know how to say it, but like the symbols are kind of like obvious, but like in a good way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like Lord Henry and I don't know how to pronounce it. Like, everyone in my class pronounced it a different way. Basil or Basil. Just like, and Dorian Gray in the middle, like the good, like the middle of good and like bad and good. You know what I mean? Really, really good. If you have never read it, which personally I never heard of this book until I read this book before I even got the poster. But at Barnes and Nobles they had a little like table of like buy one get one 50% off of the classics. I got this book and I got Dracula, and it was just like excuse me, it was just like a random book this book, like I already knew the ending, which I will say kind of ruined it a little, but like not that much. Like this one, it's only like, let me see. Oh, there's like dust and stuff on it. Just ignore that. Let's see. My edition is only 54 pages, and it's like a horror and like mystery, which I never like read, like a classic horror book, which is like, this book is just so interesting. Like I know it's only 54 pages, but I read it all in one sitting, and I just thought it was so interesting. Even though I already knew the plot twist, I still was like, what? I was still like kind of amazed. And like this book is just such a staple in like horror and like mystery. I don't know if so much as a horror, but like mystery. Like this was the it book back then. And there's so many movies. Like I know like how I personally heard of it was the musical or the play. I read this one like 4 months ago too. I read it recently. Which very, very good. Okay, time to rank them. I'll just start like this. I will say Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I'm gonna put this one. This one's hard. I'm just reading these on out of the 5 books I have here, not of all the ones I've read. Out of the 16, but out of the 5 I have. I'm gonna give this one like I'm gonna put this one at number 5. No wait. Oh wait, no, there's only 4. Okay, I'm gonna put this one at number 4 out of the ones I picked. And also I have like other ones I liked, but I just picked these ones. I'm gonna put this one at number 4. Picture of Dorian Gray. I'm gonna put this one at number 2. Put that one at number 2. Pride and Prejudice. I'm gonna put this one at 3. Love it, but I have to put it at number 3. And Of Mice and Men, girl. Come on, you already know it's number 1. I will say my top 3 classics, which 2 of them I don't have. I got them from the library. Top 3. Number 1, Frankenstein. Oh my gosh. Loved, love, love, love. Okay, this is like an honorable mention. Honorable mention, guys. This one, Frankenstein, number 1. It is so good. Like, it's nothing how you expect it to be. Like, I read Dracula and it's like, okay, yeah, I knew the plot of Dracula. Like, you just know. But Frankenstein, oh my goodness. First of all, I lived my whole life thinking Frankenstein was the name of the monster, but it's not. It's the name of the scientist. Which I probably, like, everybody probably knows, but like, I was like bamboozled. Is that the right word? I don't know. I was like amazed. I was like, what? And then like, you would think, like, spoilers, I guess, but you would think you would side with the like the doctor, the scientist, Dr. Frankenstein. But I was like siding with like the murderous monster. I was siding with him. Really, really great. It's short as well too. It's not too long. That one's really, really good. And number 2, Lord of the Flies. I wish I had, but I don't. It is so good. I loved Lord of the Flies. Like, I guess there's other books. Like, I read like Hatchet, which probably like none of you have ever heard of, but I read it like 6th grade. Hatchet, which I guess it's kind of like Lord of the Flies, but not really like Lord of the Flies. It was like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just so good. nothing like I've read before. Like, come on, girl, like a bunch of like, I don't know, I don't remember how old they were, but a bunch of boys, underage boys, stuck on an island together with no parents, and they like start killing each other. I guess they don't kill each other, but basically do. But my back is so itchy right now. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all are like, what? But, and then number 3 out of the list would be but number 1 is The Sun. So thank you guys for watching. Y'all are probably like, girl, this video was a mess. You barely even explained yourself. I know. I'm really bad at explaining stuff. But thank you for watching anyways. I hope you just like put this video on and went to sleep. So thank you for watching. And I hope you will join